Jordon here, and today I've got to open up my mind, something I don't normally do, and I'm here with the main man, Richie Brave.
Hey.
And together with Childline, they've teamed up to unbox this brain of mine.
Are you ready to unbox the brain?
I've got no choice, man. I'm in the hot seat. I've got to do it.
Andrew Hudson made this lovely brain box here.
You've done a good job there, son.
And we asked you to put household items in here, but not any old household items. Things that I guess represent the things that are constantly on your mind. We're doing the good, the bad, the ugly here. I'm gonna take the lid off. Right? Don't be scared, it's all right. I can't even lift it. Oh my God, wait.
To me, it's just about the gym, right? It's a good thing, but also it can be a negative. So the good side, when I've left the gym, I come out and I feel fresh. And it helps me sort of like compute what's on my mind. Do you know what I mean? If before I go, it's all a mess, and after that, everything's just clear and it makes sense.
Yeah, no, it makes a lot of sense. And finding out what works for you, I think, is really important. Is there ever any guilt when you miss a session?
This is the bad thing. When I don't go, I kind of beat myself up about it. Then you start to feel guilty.
Because I mean, there's a lot of pressure on young people to look a certain way, right? So when you're not going into the gym, you start to feel like maybe you're failing or you're not keeping up with everybody else.
Yeah, I'm working on it, mate.
Okay.
You know, you're allowed to not go.
Yeah.
And you know, not everything's gonna be perfect all the time.
Of course.
So just accepting that sometimes is the only way you're gonna be able to get through it.
Just remember, I couldn't even lift that. So.
Yeah, man, I just think it's important to write down stuff that you need to do, what you want to achieve, and then, so it's just the day of the week, the normal stuff that you just do day to day.
And why do you have to do it?
The day is like too stressful unless I write it all down. When you're writing things down week by week, it makes that big goal seem like that's sort of the end product of doing this every day.
Sometimes something that you want to achieve can feel overwhelming. Once you've got digestible steps that make sense, you can reach that big goal by doing little by little.
Get in there, man, go on. Every time I'm a bit overwhelmed, clean your environment, organising your stuff, it has to be done first for me.
Yeah. What do you think it does for your mental health? What
it's doing visually and physically, it's doing mentally as well. It's decluttering my brain.
Do you have any cleaning tips?
Yeah, man, you've got to buy a minky. Okay. A minky cloth. Those cloths are the best.
Okay.
No streaks are left. I can see the crew back there nodding as well. Going again.
Unbox your brain. Well, Richie.
Well, Richie, it's important, man.
Okay.
Sleep.
So you need, I'm guessing, your 8 hours?
Yeah, that's the goal. I can function on 6, anything less than that, I'm a mess.
What interrupts your sleep?
Something that's dragging you down in general. When it gets to a certain point, you've got to speak about it. You might not necessarily be able to resolve it, but just talking about it can make a big difference.
Are you someone who's always been able to open up?
I've always been a closed book, but in the last sort of few years, I've definitely gotten better at opening up and talking about stuff.
And has life changed for you since opening up to people?
Yeah, it has. Because not only are you getting things off your chest, when your close circle knows what's going on, it's definitely helpful. And you need that sleep to be able to just process life in general. But there's a lot of things I can work on with sleep. There's a lot of things. My phone is a burden on me, man. Like, I'm on it as soon as I wake up. I'm on it as soon as before I go to sleep. It's just there. I need to stop that. At least half an hour. I need to, you know, that's there. Let me go to bed, man.
Yeah. You already know about the fresh look. Yeah.
You've got one of those?
Yeah, of course I have.
I saw this and I thought, you know, you've got to take care of yourself. It helps your confidence.
You want everyone to see you as well. You're going for walks that you didn't know you need to go. I mean, are you really confident?
I've kind of always been in the middle.
Yeah.
Until I learned to not care what people think.
Right.
And then that lifted me up a little bit more. I don't mean that in a way where, you know, you can just not be a nice person. I mean, people don't care about what you look like on that day. So don't worry about it. Especially nowadays with kids on socials. They can see certain kids that are living a certain life. Everyone wants to be like that. It's not healthy. The only thing you can do is just be yourself. Proper.
Earplugs. Talk me through them.
Yeah, man, you got to learn to block out the noise. If you've got dramas or issues going on in life, me personally, I struggle to like crack on with my day-to-day tasks when I've got that hanging over me. You've got to block it to the point where it's like, you know, I'm just doing it so that I can just crack on with my life. And then when that time comes to deal with the issue properly, I will do that.
Life throws situations at us. They're curveballs. We don't see them coming.
It's hard to deal with when it's like that. Like I said, you just got to keep trucking along and talk to people.
Sounds like a good bit of advice then.
That's me.
Thanks, Jordan. All right, Jordan, I'm reaching back into your mind.
I want to talk about time, and what can be stressful is where to allocate your time. Friends, family, work, yourself. Getting that balance right, that is the secret to like being happy. To work out in order what means the most to you, and then work back from there.
It doesn't always go that way, right?
No. You've just got to say to yourself, like literally, just chill out, be kind to yourself. Go outside, go for a walk. You just feel brand new again.
Touch grass, was it?
Yes. Let's do this. This is a big one. This is a statue of my granddad. Passed away 2 years ago. There he is.
Oh, that's lovely.
The main man, the Jamaican warrior.
Yeah.
Jordon!
Yeah. Who's Jordon again?
He was just like the strongest guy I've ever met. You know, he came over here years back, like just a real man. When you lose a family member, obviously it's sad. Obviously you got to go through it. For me personally, I started to think, oh, I wish I spent more time with him. Or, you know, I wish I asked him this question.
Like the regrets.
Yeah. And that can put you into a bit of a hole when you start thinking like that, because you can't change that. Dealing with that was difficult for me. I didn't quite compute it to begin with. I kind of just went a bit absent in my own mind, and then it started to trickle back in. You never know until it happens again, like whether what you think the right way to deal with it is. There's no right or wrong way, but I would like to think that you do learn a bit about yourself in that situation.
I think doing something special is sometimes just living your life to the fullest.
Yeah.
You know, being the best person you can be, so they're happy watching you live.
I like that.
So this isn't your normal kind of content, right? How did it feel going through the process?
I feel good, you know. It's like having a conversation again.
What would you put in your mental health first aid kit?
I would definitely say have a conversation. It is really good just to open up and talk to someone about it. Exercise, it clears your mind. On that drive back home after you've done that, it's different, it's night and day. Get in the countryside, that's the one. Remember everybody, we all need to take care of ourselves.
So if anything we've spoken about today around mental health resonates with you, head over to Childline for everyday advice and support for your mental health.
I appreciate that one.
Nah, man.